Good afternoon. Okay. So for Livingstone stores, we divide it into four groups. So there is management, there is also inventory, there is marketing, and there is also maintenance. So I'll start with inventory. I'll start with Evelyn and Mabel from both Calcare and Mweckan Mobile.
First and foremost, I welcome you all to today's agenda. You're all welcome, feel welcome, and you're all loved. So we'll start with the reviews. So from the reviews, we have the models or items that are needed by the store or shop. So for the models, we have Samsung screens. These ones are needed. Feature phone pods, which are Voda pods, and screens as well. Feature phone screens. iPhone screens, which is iPhone 6 Plus, 7 Plus, 11X, XR, 12 Pro Max. For the Huawei, we need the Y9 Prime 2019, P30 Lite. We have Wi-Fi 2018. The other review is on the most selling item or model. So the most selling is BF6, iPhone 6 Plus, 7 Plus, iPhone 11, 8, X, XR, and 12, as well as BF7. Under Samsung, we have the A12, A03 Core, A02, A32, and A15. As follows on the review, the screens that are giving us problem, we have CG6. This one, sometimes it presses itself even after fitting it, or even after it has been fitted, it brings out that problem. We also have the S8. Whenever the S8, which is a feature phone, whenever it is trying to be controlled on the network, because it usually has network failure, it still gives out the same problem, network failure. And then we have the BG6, which has a problem, like once the screen is fitted, it gives out the problem of the speaker. The speaker automatically stops working. The BG6.
Pop 8 and Pop 9, I think.
So to continue on the request, we need on the DG6. There is usually a problem of the speaker. Once the screen is fitted, the speaker automatically stops working. So
The bottom speaker, the main speaker there. The earbuds.
So on the request, inbuilt batteries, external batteries, hot plates, fast chargers to be used once the phone is done getting fitted. Yeah, which is for smartphones, iPhone, and Type C as well. So for the challenges, the same problem would apply again for the Sunland. And the solution I opted for is ordering good feature phones in line with good network provision in favor of the customer, and to gain more customers. Because once customers are satisfied with the product, it will bring us positivity to the company. The other challenge, okay, so Calcare for now is operating under Nakan, and Shop 3 doesn't have a technical room. So now that's a bit still challenging to the customers, because you have to move out with the customer's phone to the technical room, which is a challenge till now. So we're opting for 2025 if we can have a diverse room where we can work from, or where the technical arena can be done. And then of the events that happened, so there was a customer that fitted their pot from Shop 3. Yeah, they fitted their pot, but then after some time it stopped working, and the customer went to the other shop, which is Chima Mobile, and from there they were told to say, no, actually the people that had put this pot for you actually put you a fake pot. So now that raised a bit of confusion with us because the customer came back and told us the same information. So now, this is advice to us on the technical part to say we should really do a good work. If we do a good work, meaning customers can't complain and can't come back with such complaints. Yeah. So that's it from Kauke.
So this is a report for the selling department, Mweckan Mobile. So I'll start with the models that are needed. Firstly, I would advise the director to keep on restocking the phones that are selling fast on the market, such as the itel A series, the Infinix Smart series, and the Samsung's A series. So, apart from the smartphones, we also need the chargers. The chargers like iPhone X charger, Colors 18 watts charger, and the Techno 4.2 amps chargers. For the cables, we also need the cables that have run out of stock and clear the ones that are on the display. I'll go to the items with challenges. So for the A18 smartphone, it has presented a lot of problems with the battery and network. The A70 has presented problems with the SIM card not leading in the phone. Apart from that, we'll advise the director to stop ordering the F7 feature phones, even if we've said that before. The S8 feature phones also presented problems with network because the battery is just going off. Yes. So, we also request before the year ends, tomorrow or on Tuesday, for the clearance of old pouches so that we have space for fitting in the new pouches and other products. This clearance of old pouches and protectors is to this clearance of old pouches and protectors is for the
So the clearance should be done in what way? Discounting or what?
discounting them, or rather displaying them near the market, the city market. Yes.
Okay, so now we'll go to maintenance, Mr. Solomon.
Okay. For maintenance, I think we're more so just highlighting how we intend to be working moving forward. That is 2025. So on our list we had, I think 5 or 6 items. The first one being code of conduct or office etiquette. The second one being store maintenance. The third one is feature phone returns. The third one is feature phone returns and how we handle damages. The third one was accessories. And the last but not least is pricing. So under these main items, we also have like sub headings. So to begin with, code of conduct or office etiquette. The first thing on there is reporting time. Reporting time, as we all know, for Livingstone, Mweckan Mobile and Kauke inclusive is 7:30, of which we are saying 7:30 is more so when work should really begin. So the last person to report for work should be by the office by 7:30. So preferably we should get to work 5 minutes, 10 or 20 minutes earlier, just in case we have issues that we need to handle or beat cleaning, so that we do everything prior to customers starting to visit the stores. Second from that is maintaining professional dress code. So as the manager from Mazabuka had earlier mentioned, we need to stick to plain colors when it comes to the bottom, because it kind of shows order, and order is usually like attractive to our customers. So we are trying to avoid a situation where, in a case where blue is a bit difficult, because we do blue and black bottoms, but then there's so many shades of blue. So this one is wearing a navy blue, that one's wearing a sky blue. I think it shows more order if everyone sticks to sort of like the same hue or the same kind of blue. And then also tucking in and just like looking presentable. The third one on there, third subheading, is professional demeanor with clients. This goes to say always keep calm when handling clients despite of their approach. So when it comes to handling clients over the counter, there's no use fighting fire with fire. So no matter how the client comes, whether they're rude or they're just a bit disrespectful, I think it's best if you maintain your calm nature so as to numb them down. The third one is mindful interaction with colleagues. I think we're all aware that we come from various or different backgrounds. So I think it's best if we all respect each other, just so we sort of like present a united front as we're working, which sort of propagates progress. The second one is store maintenance. So we're done with the subheadings for code of conduct. Now we're going to store maintenance. And I want to start by reading out this statement, which goes: we would like to urge our colleagues to keep a watchful eye on their respective workspaces. Maintenance is a group effort. All hands on deck makes for an efficient workflow. This just goes to say, if wherever your workspace is, I think we're just urging everyone to keep a very, very watchful eye. If you see something is out of place, or if you see something is not working in the manner that it should, be it a bulb, be it the AC is not working, be it there's a leakage in the roof, be it in our case there's a bad odor coming from the butcher, or well, the list goes on and on and on. If you notice anything that's not in the manner that it should be working, just make sure you come to any one of us and make mention so we can take up the issue and quickly remedy the situation. Then number 4 is feature phone returns and damages. So for F7 Venus, they always present problems like batteries, white displays, network issues. And in Sunline, we have it's usually weak network, or the SIM cards are not reading. And then we have Oking, also battery problems, weak network, and SIM cards usually won't read, or depending on the area. So the town area, they're not as defective as they would be in the outskirts. And then the Oking 2160 as well. Agnes had mentioned they'll, like, every now and then you get a phone which has a cracked display. And then the Nokia 106 as well, they will usually shut down, automatic shutdown by themselves, unresponsive keypads, and defective mouthpiece. So this one, we're saying, if people who are selling this one, the salespeople, can quickly highlight these pressures that they're going through to the maintenance crew, and then we can take the information further to the director, so we can cut off, or we can rather stop ordering these feature phones that present problems frequently. And then we'll go to accessories, like the Tecno 42A, which sort of speaks to the same thing. Tecno 42A and ITO chargers, they've proven to be quite effective. They're always coming back. And then the Oppo chargers are not very popular amongst our customers. And then the last one is pricing. So we are requesting for the prices of the following items to be reduced, which is the wooden AirPods, the game pads, the odd pouches and protectors, and smartphones such as Pop 8, Pop 9, Smart 8, Smart 30C, and A50. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I call upon Faith for marketing department. Faith, marketing department.
everyone.
Good afternoon.
So here's firstly, for my under marketing department, here are some of the few things that we're going to talk about for the plan that we have for 2025. Firstly are the promotion months, then second, the titles of the promotions, the social media advertising live streams in how we're going to do it, the posting strategies, the marketing tools that we'll need, and the radio and TV presentation ads. So I'll start with the promotion months. So for 2025, we'll have like roughly 8 promotions, but not the draw. For the draw, we'll just have 3, but then the others will be price reduction promotions. So in January, we plan on having a back to school promotion, just like ShopRite has done it in all these other companies like Bata and those that sell school things. So we plan on having a back to school promotion which will run from the 2nd of January to the 12th of January. So for the back to school promotion, our plan is to reduce the prices on smartphones, selected smartphones, and some of the accessories. So for smartphones, their prices can be reduced to not more than 50 kwacha, just to attract our customers. As they are sending back their kids to school, they can get for them a smartphone that has enough storage and the good RAM and network. Then as they get the smartphone, maybe they can also be encouraged to get a protector or pouch, which will have a price reduction of not more than or less than 20 kwacha. But that, and we also have some selected chargers, which are going to also have the price reduction. But then when we'll be doing the advertisement for the back to school, we won't really tell our customers to say it's only these items that's on promotion, but we'll advertise it just like Black Friday as a back to school promotion, which will attract more customers to the store. The second promotion that we plan on having in February is the Valentine's promotion. So the promotion can run from the 15th of January to the 16th of February. That will be for a month of advertising. Then the draw date will be on the 23rd of February, since we'll still be in the month of love and like extending it to March when people have all forgot about Valentine's. So we can use January month end and part of February month end to push the sales, but whilst in February, since Valentine will be 14. Will be on the 14th, we can end the promotion like on the 16th, and then on the 23rd, that's a week later, that will be on a Friday, we have the draw. Then the customers will tell them to say they should come and collect their prizes before February ends, so that we avoid having late post about a draw competition that we had the previous month, since we have a list of scheduled things that we have to do for each and every month. Then some of the prizes to be won, we have the smartphone for first, probably couple or first person. We have feature phones, power banks, depending on what will be trending by then. If millennium will still be expensive or cooking or sugar, we will add other things. We also have flash drives, chargers, and glass protectors. For April, we have the Easter promotion. So for the Easter promotion, it won't be a draw competition, but just a price reduction. At the same time, ShopRite.
The Valentine promotion. You are saying when should the draw be conducted?
On the yes, on the 23rd of February.
And then I hit something on the first couple. Shed more light on that.
So we are going to have a list of the lucky winners. Then the first prize to be given will be a smartphone. Right?
Not the first person to buy.
No.
The promotion starts. Okay. I thought you said the first person to buy automatically wins something.
No. So the promotion will run from the 15th of January up to the 16th of February. Then from then we'll have 1 week to prepare and do the compiling of all our participants. Then the draw date will be on the 23rd of February. Then like we did the one for Independence, Africa Freedom Day, we'll do the same for Valentine's.
why can't we make the same Valentine's Day as a date to announce?
How much is it? I think Valentine's
Something to
Day.
discuss, eh? Okay, continue.
So the next promotion will be in April. That's the Easter promotion. For this one, it won't be a draw, but just a price reduction. Following how ShopRite and the other stores will be advertising, will also do the same. We'll have a price reduction of not more than 50% on the smartphones and 20% for the accessories. And then it will run from the 17th of April to the 21st of April. If my memory says right, that's from a Monday to I think the other Monday. So it's the whole week. I think. Then from there we'll go to May, where we'll have the Africa Freedom Day promotion or raffle. This one will run from the 25th of April up to the 6th of June. So we have a month and some weeks to actually prepare for it. Then the draw date will be on the 13th of June. So the 26th of June will be on a Friday, and the draw date will be the next Friday, that will be on the 13th of June. So for the prizes to be won will be the same as the ones for Valentine's Day. Then from May, June and July we won't have any promotions. We'll just keep on posting on our Facebook page, probably in TikTok. Then from August, the 1st of August to the 30th of August, we are going to have a summer promotion. Since from May up to somewhere October, we don't really have a holiday that catches people's attention most of the time. So we'll have a summer promotion, which will be from the 1st to the 30th of October. But for this one, we're going to do it like the way Right Song Blue does it, and some other mobile store companies do it. Customers will have to capture themselves probably with a receipt of what they bought from our store, and then post it on our Facebook page. And the person who has the most likes, so the first prize is somebody who has spent, let's say maybe 1,500 likes. That's the one with the highest gets a privilege of getting something from the store worth 500 or anything. Then the second one with the most likes and comments gets anything from the store worth 300. And lastly, the one with the lowest comments amongst the three or likes gets something from the store worth 100. So the winners will be announced on the 4th of September. And we'll give them a period on when they can come to the store and collect anything. So for these promotions that I've listed so far, it's not only for Livingstone store, but I was thinking if they could also apply to Mazabuka store since it's under one company. Then from there we'll go to October, where we have Independence, and we'll have an Independence Draw competition, which will run from the 1st of October to the 31st of October. That's when we'll be doing the advertisements. Then the draw date is going to be on the 7th of November. The prizes to be won will be the same as those for the previous raffles. Then for November, we have Black Friday, and which I saw Black Friday will be on the 28th. That's if it won't be changed for this year. The advertisement will start from the 1st of November up to the actual day. So for this one, there won't be any competition, it'll just be price reduction on smartphones and accessories. Then from there we come to December, where we're going to have Christmas promotions. But the Christmas promotions will only last from the 15th of December to the 31st of December. And this one will just have a price reduction on some of the selected smartphones and accessories. So the second thing on my agenda is social media advertising and live streams. So for the live streams will be done twice a week. That's on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which will be around 15 hours. So as we are doing the daily post, we'll also be reminding our customers to stay tuned for our live streams that will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and where they are they can feel free to interact with us and ask us questions about what they think about Mweckan Mobile and what we should actually improve with. So for these live streams, we'll do them on Facebook, and then the others will go live on TikTok, and the others will be live on Instagram. This is to catch attention of all our customers on all different social media platforms. Then the fourth thing are posting strategies. So posting will be done twice a day. That's
Sorry, you said live streams. Which day?
on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think I have the power bank. There's one.
Right. Stop. Custom connect.
It's not going. What's going on?
So
19.
how is the right there without that?
If you know, but
So for the live streams, we can come up with a schedule for the month of what we are going to discuss, so that if Tuesday Livingstone is going to go live, we know what we're going to talk about. In Thursday Mazabuka will go live, but then we won't have to repeat the same content but on different days. Then we go to the marketing tools needed. So under marketing department, we need a bigger ring light than the ones that we have in stock. We need new speakers, because the ones that we have, the sound quality is not all that good. Then we need a mic. So we'll need t-shirts, a tent that we can use for days when we go out to advertise our smartphones, like the way MTN, Airtel, Zanto do it. They go by a post office with some of their workers, but not probably in t-shirts, and then with some of the smartphones and advertise from there. Then we can also do it from Kazungula. Then those who are in Mazabuka can do it from the town that's closest to Mazabuka. So on probably any day that the store is not all that busy, some selected staff members will go with one of the security officers and the tent and selected smartphones and perhaps and other accessories that would be sold outside. But then that would be added to the targets for the store. Then we also need a power bank and $5 per month to boost our Facebook posts. Since most of the people are not, for Livingstone, most of the people do not listen to the radio, and most of them are glued to their smartphones and Facebook because of load shedding. So people spend time on their phones. So if we can boost our posts on Facebook and other social media platforms, at least most people will be able to see it and be able to recognize Mweckan Mobile. Then we need solid brand ambassadors. Like the way Mr. Crown advertises for Mweckan Mobile. If I don't know if he has signed a contract or not, but we need one who's going to sign a contract, and then if they want to stop advertising for Mweckan Mobile, like the way Zaven and Neslon did it before their actual time, they have to refund us some of the money as compensation for wasting our time, and find somebody else who's going to replace them and do the work properly. But then that person who's going to be our brand ambassador will also have to be advertising according to our calendar for the year. So if it's in January, that person should post something about Mweckan Mobile for back to school. February about love, March about Youth Day, April about Easter, May about Africa Freedom Day, June, July, Father's Day and Mother's Day, August, Farmers September, summer, then the rest will follow. Then
Who else is reading your mind apart from Mr. Crown?
so for other, I think it's best to get it from the public. I think in Livingstone, most people know Mordecai. Mazabuka, most people know Mr. Crown. So we can have maybe another bit. In Livingstone, most people don't know Mr. Crown.
Yeah, that is it.
And also the same like Mordecai is going to get different audience and different.
No.
So if they can get audience for the different. They don't have the same audience as guys. Mordecai is one fan.
Most of Mordecai's fans are those who are 2,000 people, and most of Mr. Crown's fans are the 1990s.
Yeah.
So if we can capture both generations, that's okay, because if you check on TikTok, Mordecai's followers are the 2000s, and they follow what he does, even if he doesn't have most of nice music, but when he posts something, most people actually follow it. Mordecai.
You were saying that Mr. Brown is in the group Yavana PK.
Yes. Honestly, to be honest.
Okay, tuvote Chepari.
And there are other musicians like who are doing
No,
fine.
that one is just a report.
The brand ambassadors will come from everyone will suggest.
That's a very big debate if we were to open it.
We'll also need flyers, but then for this one, the way we're going to do it is different. We'll not only have one person's photo on the flyer. So if we're advertising, probably let's say for an independence promotion, if we're having 290 flyers and we have 29 staff members, each staff member will have 10 copies of the flyer with their photo on it. I feel it's way more effective when somebody's advertising something, and for the sake of the public, they are able to trust you more when they actually see your face on the flyer that you're advertising about. Then the last thing I want to talk about are the radio and TV ads. So for the radio shows, in Livingstone we can continue them when the load shedding has stabilized, but for Mazabuka they can continue with the radio shows. While for us we can switch to probably focus more on Facebook advertisements, because even for the TV adverts, they wouldn't be much more beneficial, because that's for our staff members. We don't even have time to watch. We want to be able to even follow whether our ads are being posted or not. But when it's on social media, we're able on our phones, and we're actually able to see what's being posted and what's not being posted. That's all about the marketing.
We'll go to marketing department. I'll call upon Angela. Oh, management, sorry.
Okay, afternoon everyone.
Angela, and I'll be presenting on the management report. So for the management report, it was prepared to assess the sales performance for the stores, all the stores, and then the keys, we have finance, operations, sales and marketing, and human resource. So we'll start with finance. So for the past years, we've been operating without the budget. But so for next year, we want to try something new. That's having a budget and working in accordance with the budget. So, but what we've planned as management is that for 2025, we're going to have an open budget. And then for that open budget, we will observe how we're going to work. And then we'll have a financial manager. So that financial manager will be responsible for all the expenses or all the money that will be coming in and out of the store. So that at the end of the year, as we sit down, we know how much we've spent in that year for 2025. And then on top of that, when you come to our revenue, as we know, the kind of business that we have, it's a business whereby when money comes in, it has to come out. So we want to improve the sales for 2025. So on that, the management will make sure that all the members of staff are equipped with all the knowledge that they have so that they push those for 2025. Then under finance, still, we'll talk about average order processing. So as we know, the challenge that we have, whenever we order for something or whenever customers request for something, it takes time to come. And also we have a challenge with our director. When we give him certain orders, he takes time. So hopefully for 2025, like Helen has put it, it should be swift with his response, because we have situations where people would even leave money and then they'll come and ask us, so I ordered for this, and then we'll be like, oh, we don't have it and stuff like that. When we try to ask the boss, maybe you not even respond at all. So yeah, we need to work on that. And then apart from that, we are going to appoint someone who will be in charge to take customer orders, and then that person will also have to collect money from the customer, so that when they order something, for example a smartphone, there and then we order for them, even if it's one, so that we just have enough traffic in our stores, so that people should know that they can rely on us. Even if we don't have something, they know once they place an order with us, they'll have it. And then apart from that, and cash flow, like I mentioned, we're going to appoint someone who'll be in charge, so that at the end of the year we should have a fixed budget on how much we're going to spend for the year of 2025, so that 2026 we can have a fixed budget. So as we know, we when it comes to expenditure, we have fixed and variable. So for fixed, I mean the rentals, the salaries, that is for the director to handle. But for like the variables, where we buy water every day, raw materials like paper. So management, what we're going to do for the year of 2025, if we want to purchase something, of course we need to bring up a quotation so that we make a proper budget for that. And then once we purchase, make sure that you issue out or you bring a receipt, so that we keep accountability of the money that's leaving the store. So the person, our financial manager that we're going to appoint, will be in charge of that. So that person should have a diary. So at the end of the month, we'll make a follow-up so that we see that everything is tallying. Then I talked about operations. So we have productivity levels. So in the coming year for 2025, we need to work on our productivity levels. So that is reporting on time for work, as Mr. Solomon said. We make sure by 7:30 the store is already clean. It's open for business, so that we can start working on time. Then we'll also have we'll make sure that as management we provide a conducive working environment for everyone. So we've heard from Mazabuka, they say they need an aircon. So we'll make sure that we talk to our director that is put in place. Then for shop one, we know that the aircon, is it the aircon or the ceiling that's leaking? So make sure that by the end of this month, or probably as we get into January, that is worked upon, because with these rains, I don't think it's conducive working, in a store where there's water leaking. Then, like I mentioned, skills, like what we have for product knowledge, those competitions that we have, we make sure that as for Livingstone, I think we've been a bit behind in that. So we need to work on that. So this is important. We need to know what we are selling, so that even if you are selling something to someone, you have that zeal and you're able to convince them to buy. So our directors should also continue with the rewards so that people should be motivated. So for Mazabuka, keep it up. You've seen that you're already doing that. Then apart from that, those rewards, which is also part of performance appraisals, will be part of performance appraisals. Then for inventory, for the year 2025, want to make sure that the store never runs out of most selling items. So be it smartphones, accessories, because we've had situations whereby the store completely has maybe zero model of a certain smartphone. For 2025, maybe we need to work on that. And then the inventory manager, who is Salia, should make sure that if there's something that's not there in the store, she writes in a diary, communicates with us, then we communicate with the director, he places an order. And then for the stock that we have, like old model screen protectors, pouches, like Helen mentioned, most of them are being damaged, some of them are being paid for the pouches. So I think a clearance sale on that is better than letting them just being damaged or going to waste. So yeah, like I see that. And then on sales and marketing, so under customer acquisition rate, we've acquired a good number of customers. So we want to make sure that we keep that in place. So what we're going to do, when it comes to marketing, we'll have a targeted marketing. So for Mazabuk, I'm sure you guys got your target market. Yeah, even for us, Livingstone, we want to work on that. So we want to have targeted marketing, then offer incentives. What do I mean? So if a customer comes in the store, maybe they want a certain phone, but we don't have it, but you know that those features that they're looking for can be they can find them maybe in another smartphone. So you need to, tell them, so okay, so if you get this kind of smartphone, probably you'll do this and that, maybe install your Google Shanshan. In short, that's what I mean. You'll find it, then they buy such kind of things. Then we also have website traffic, like the sales department, the marketing department mentioned. So for website traffic, mainly this time around people are using Facebook and TikTok. So one have educative programs in relation to the business that we do, be it on TikTok and Facebook. So on that one, we're going to ask the director, like Faith mentioned, for him to be boosting so that it reaches a certain number of people to promote what we're selling. So for human resource, we have employee engagement score. So the goal for 2025 is that all members of staff should be so engaged in the business so that we move the business forward. So what we're going to do, we're going to have, of course, what is said, performance appraisals. So if you are so engaged in the business and we've seen that you're hardworking, you definitely get a reward for that. So yeah, we have that, and then we have also growth opportunities, like I mentioned, these product knowledge competitions that we have. So they are not just competitions for you to just read and then you win the money. No, it's equipping you to know what you're selling in the store. So we're going to continue with that. Then I think that's what we had for management. Unless if there are questions.
Okay, so for Livingstone store, we didn't just have this item, this agenda. We also had other agendas. We have the stores report. So from the stores report, we're going to start with shop 1, shop 2, and shop 3. Then from there, we'll go to our individual reports. Shop 1. So anyone of us can start maybe shop 3 and get ready shop 1 and shop 2.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is a report for Shop 3 from the 1st of January to 28th December 2024. So during the first quarter of 2024, the sales in Shop 3 were a bit slow, being that kids were going to school, budgets were being made, and a lot of people didn't have money for other things to buy. And in the first quarter of 2024, we didn't manage to meet most of our targets because of the same reasons. Then during the second quarter, business became a little bit well, and our sales raised up a bit. We managed to push, and with our pushing in sales, we managed to meet some of our targets. And in the last quarter, which is in the last quarter, the business improved due to some of the activities that we had. We had promotions running, the raffle draw, which really made our sales to go up. Then the challenges that we faced as Shop 3, we were running out of cheaper smartphones. So you'd find that customers come through to come and purchase a cheaper smartphone, like most of our cheaper smartphones goes for itel. So you'd find that we wouldn't have them around. And then it also went with the feature phones. We didn't have the itel 2160, which most of the people around are very familiar with. To improve on this challenge, we want to ask our director that he looks into it and makes sure that before we run out of any cheaper smartphone, at least we have some. And we would also want to ask him if we have few smartphones that are cheaper here in Livingstone. He would consider, if Mazabuka store wants cheaper smartphones, he would consider just ordering from Mazabuka store other than getting from us, as the cheaper smartphones are our hotcakes here in Livingstone, especially the itel ones. Then we had shortages of smartphones, though we would find them after some time. Would lose the MIs, and our smartphones would be short in the system. But at the end of the day, would work hard as a team, as a shop, and would find all the other shortages that would have. In this year 2024, mweckan mobile smartphones proved to have a higher price on smartphones, as we would have customers come through to the shop to come and compare the prices that we have. We had a challenge also with 4.2 chargers, especially the Techno ones, which a lot of customers would return back. Others would just come through, maybe complain, and would exchange them with another brand. So on this one, would...
On the 4.2,
yes.
is it the cable or the charger head?
It's the charger head.
Cable or charger head?
No, the charger head. I recently came to find out because mostly when a customer comes through, he wants a charger. Would say we have a 4.2 charger, and that would be a Techno. So in the 4.2, I recently came to find that those 2 ports, they are 2. It's 2 amp, 2 amp. So that's the more reason why when a customer, or if you're charging a phone, you put on the other port, it's slow because it's a 2 amp. So it's not, the whole full head is not 4.2. Yes.
Maybe can I write more on that?
The heads of 4.2 charger, the IT ones, I'm sure everybody's familiar with that one. It has 2 ports. So this port and the other port, it makes 4.2. So it's not, the other port is 2 and the other port is 2.
Also each line there.
Yes, it's not the whole
different
head.
lines.
No. It's not the whole head. So that's why we find that customers would come, no, it's slow, it's what, and yet we tell them it's a 4.2. They go with that thing of saying the head is 4.2, when initially it's not. So in this year, 2024, Mweckan Mobile has had smartphones which have been on a higher price compared to other shops. Not in every model, but few of them. Then I think everybody has spoken about the F7 feature phone, the Venus, which has been giving us a lot of problems. And we've been having them being returned, exchanged. So I think those also the director should look on them. Then the Venus. Then we'd also ask the director that the Infinix, the 18 watts and the 10 watts has shown to be very effective. So you find that even when you plug in a phone for charging for a customer, it would write fast charging, which I feel no one has brought them back, unless just someone who goes and comes back and feels it's not a good charger. So for now, I think we should concentrate more on the same Infinix chargers because they are more original. They are like the ones that are found in the smartphones. Then I would also recommend that we've been working well, Shop 3, not just Shop 3, with every other stores, Shop 1, Shop 2, and the cow care team. We've been working together. Most of the time, I feel everyone there has now come to learn of what we are selling. Yes, product knowledge would be missing here and there, but mostly you find that maybe in Shop 3, if you are busy at the counter, somebody's busy selling, and the cow care team would also be selling, and they would give correct information. One thing I liked was if they're selling a charger, they would make sure they try it for the customer. When the customer is coming through to come and make payment, they already have the full information, which makes it easier. Even when it's busy, you know that, okay, the cow care team are around and they will help us. So we've had a productive 2024, and I wish that as we are entering in 2025, we are going to work hard, we are going to work as a team, and we will achieve more than we have achieved in 2024.
Shop 2.
Afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so Shop 2 report. So the report from Shop 2. So we only got some few information from the files that we were able to find. So some challenges that we faced during the year. The first one is power cuts makes items to disappear in the system. So you find when a customer comes, then as you want to scan, when power cuts, when power restores, as you're about to scan again, you find the item is no longer in the system. So on that one, I feel there is need to work on the system. Then we also have some items that were whose price were reduced. You would find there's still on the barcode you find the items they are not corresponding with the same price that is in the system. So on that one, we are requesting whenever prices are reduced, everyone should be aware so that everything is corrected. Then we also have shortage of chairs in the shop, as now we are a lot that side. So at least we need enough chairs. Then we also had the challenge on new full glue protectors that we had. They never had enough glue. So on that one, I don't know whether we're changing the suppliers, or when we find out something like that, we should be returning the stock. From there, we had some challenges that, for example, we have smelling coming out from the other side, from that butcher area. So there's need for cleaning that side, especially when there's no power. You would want to open up that window so that you can get some fresh air, but then you can't open because of the same scent that is coming from that side. Then apart from that, we also have the linkage that is coming out from the top roof, especially when it's raining. It's very hard, especially when customers come in. Especially when customers come in, you find they are stepping on the water, getting into the shop, so that one should be fixed. So apart from that, we had some orders that we had during the year, like cheaper earpods, KGTEL feature phones, Samsung phones, Oraimo Bluetooth speakers, wireless mouse, and metallic flash drives. Then we would also request the director to at least continue ordering Samsung smartphones. Like from the first time we had smartphones, our customers, they knew to say, okay, that store they have smartphones for Samsung. But when they come back again and find, no, we don't have. So before the current stock finishes, at least another stock should be there. So I just want to say thank you for being here and for the cooperation. I would urge everyone to continue living in harmony, and let's continue supporting each other as we are one family. Thank you.
As we are waiting for shop one to prepare, we ask for the store's report for cow care.
Shop one, my boy. Shop one. Shop one. Yeah. So for Kauke Shop 1, or Kauke in its whole entirety, we haven't really been a part of, or we haven't really sided with Mwekkan Mobile as much as we have in the last month. So our report is really based from the 21st up until the 28th.
21st of what?
November. Yeah. So with that being said, our business has been quite rough this month. And that goes to really any business. But despite the challenges that we've been facing, as of the 21st to the 28th, we've been making steady progress. The first week, total sales coming up to 2,470. The second week was 3,830. The third week was 3,200, and then the last week was 4,410 kwacha. So it's been slow progress, but it's slowly getting higher. As far as challenges goes, I think it's just two main things. We are requesting that the Kauke staff members be included in the Mwekkan Mobile WhatsApp group, just so if there's any information that needs to be passed down to staff members that we can get it in time. And then also we're also requesting if we could get some technical tools, some tools that are a bit more specific to the kind of job that needs to be done. So be it battery removers or PCB holders, or whatever it may be. We're just requesting for more specialized tools. And then on the sales end, the most selling screens that we have or have recorded is BF7, X688, 689, A03, iPhone X, KE5, and KC8.
Hope we read. Just read. Just read. Just read.
Monthly reports for Shop 2 from the 21st of November to 28th of December 2024. So the business hasn't been very okay. Some past few weeks have been rough. Sometimes we pick up just like that, but we do manage to make sales and to convince the customers to repair their phones. So the past few months we had a total sales of 20,210 kwacha with total expenses of 4,799 kwacha. So on our most selling screens, we've got the KF6, the BF6, KE5, and the KG5, KI5K, the X650, and the BF7. So the damages that we've had, we've only had the X6511. So on our challenges we have got the Signline feature phones, which have weak batteries and have difficulties with network mostly in the rural areas. Mostly we have got people from the villages that usually come to buy these very small phones. So mostly when they come to buy a phone, I don't know how they check them. They say the phones that have got good networks have a tower behind. So mostly when you remove the cover from that small phone, there's a tower there. This man that came to buy a phone a few weeks ago, he said, so you should take note on that one. And then we have the Oking, so the who's having a small phone? Pants for battery. Yes. Name pants for consumed.
Sure, please. Sure. I use the back. Oh, this can see.
Yeah.
Just here, so up. So usually these small phones that usually have a very good network, they have matawa. But so much thing about that, but they doesn't have good network.
Akashimbi hapo.
Kameto thing. Kandirata.
So then we also have the Okin. So the Okin, in most cases, usually it has a battery problem. It either drains or it doesn't go on. My batteries, yali bouch. Then so for the clients to buy it, we usually have to we have to boost it and then turn it on for the customer to get it. Then the Venus, so the Venus usually freezes. Then on our screens we have the CG6. So the CG6, in most cases it usually touches itself once it's put on a phone. And they also have the 6511, which when we put it on the phone it loses sounds. Then the technical department, the technical room also needs another computer. Yes. So this is the reports that we prepared at the shop too. Thank you.
What's that?
Shop 3. My name is Anna David Livingstone. So Shop 3 monthly report from 1st December to 28th December 2024. So business was very slow the first week of December, but currently business has improved. At least we've been having a number of customers coming to our shop. Like we've managed to repair at least 3 screens in a day. Challenges that have contributed to slow sales for Shop 3. We have the poster for cow care is not very clear. I think this was already mentioned in a Friday meeting. So I've noticed that the poster for cow care Shop 3 is not that clear for customers across the road. So making customers to go somewhere else because they're not really sure if the repair is done in Shop 3 or not. And then there are also common feature phones that have given us a problem. The Vilon and the Signland, they have like the same problem. I think that has already been mentioned. They are giving network problem. And then also, yes, even Vilon also, like we had 2.
Charging on its own.
I'm not really sure about the model, but the one for 200 pounds.
There's that one which charges on its own. Charging.
There's the one that charges itself.
When you just put the battery,
yes, when you just put the battery to show that it's charging on its own without connecting to the charger. And then there's also the sign line. They are giving, like, customers have complained that you can't send a message or receive a message and also calls. So we've had customers who've been coming for the same issues, so they are giving the same problem. And also this one has already, I think it has already been mentioned by Mabel. It's just a request that as cow care people, the way we've had, like we're having like a competition, there's cow care here, cow care there. So let us try by all means to do a very good job. Like for the same customer who was complaining, that was yesterday. So the man, we had put a charging system for him, and then there's a day he came back, it was like, my phone is not getting full. So I thought as maybe it's the charger that I was using, so I told him that maybe try to like observe it. It could be the charger because the charging system we had changed. So he was like complaining about the same thing, and then now he came yesterday, was saying, I've just come here to tell you people that you never did a very good job on my phone. I went to Chima Mobile Cow Care, then they told me that the ports that you have put in my phone was not compatible for the phone you have put a Kagonga. So I'm here to tell you that I'm not happy with the services that you guys are providing. Those guys changed the ports on my phone and it charged very well. So this is just a request that on our part also, not only the cow care people but also for the sales. We're not the only people that are providing such services. We're like in competition. So let's just try by all means to build our own potential customers so that we do a good job so that those customers wouldn't have to complain or rather go somewhere else.
So you're saying the customer mentioned that what they've given is fake.
Yes, what they've been given is fake. From Shima Mobile.
The
So,
technician or somebody.
so they're saying the person who repaired my phone said that the person who worked on my phone said that the ports that you had put was a Kabonga. It's not the compatible port for the phone. That's why my phone wasn't getting through. So that's what the customer came to complain about.
But how many customers have complained
No.
on the fake part?
On the fake part.
The
I think that was one.
second one. Second one complaining that.
It's the second one? It's the second one.
The other one called the number on the receipt, then they told him that vajamagazi vagulisa chemagonga tizava chita report kuri va
permission.
That's all. I should be reports.
So on our individual reports, I'll ask maybe we say 2 or 3 challenges that we have as an individual because of lack of time. So for shop 1, stores reports, I'll ask if we can meet up with the director tomorrow. It's ready, but they don't want to leave it out. The shop 2, the shop 1. Saria and Gigi.
It's ready. So I agreed that Salia is going to read. No, she's refusing to read.
Sorry.
Sir?
Present the report.
Shop 1 monthly report from the 1st of January to the up to date. January.
Just few clear.
I'll start with the challenges. The ceiling board just near the entrance for shop 1 still needs to be fixed as it drops water every time it rains. The mug keeps freezing when trying to scan a product. The gents door needs to be fixed. The door doesn't close and causes a bad scent in the corridor. lack of infinite smartphones in there is contributing to slow sales. The store has expensive smartphone, which is making our sales to go low and unable to make the target. The wiring in the store has not yet been repaired. Shop 3 members always lie that the phone should be transferred when that's not the case. It's better they just ask than use Mr. Moa's name.
One example? Huh? You have an example?
You.
We still don't have the scanning machine in shop 1.
So on our individual reports, we will start with shop 1, both Calcare and Mweckan, so that we finish fast. So shop 1, shop 2, shop 3. Just Livingstone stores, only Livingstone stores.
Then we can speak it to them. You can follow them.
All right.
Just under 2 minutes. Time without with that.
I start with you.
Start and read them. Yeah? And read them.
You can just stand.
So, some of the challenges that I faced: delayment of being added into the company group. So, on this one, it's a request from me to the director that if there's a new member in the company, at least it's either you assign someone, since most of the times you are busy, to be adding new members so that they can have the information that you are giving. Then having only two uniforms shirts. So I need to be given at least also 2. Yes. Then the system needs to be updated as it freezes most of the times. That's all.
And you.
So
Okay, let's start. Yeah.
So these are some of my challenges, not really mine. But okay, my challenges. So one of them is electricity. We had a quite difficult time having a stable electricity backup, during the, and even after we did, it wasn't all that stable, which made it quite difficult to scan products. And then customer response. So there are some customers that come in very rude and all that with so much vulgar language. So it's just advice to my fellow staff that we shouldn't have that temper when such a customer comes in,
because in as much as they are rude, we need them more than they need us. There are so many mobile stores around, they can just leave, but we still need them more than they need us. So we should know how to handle such situations in a calm manner. And also on late coming, so I've observed that there are a number of staff that come really late. So I would advise that we should please come early for work. Yes, that's all.
So my personal report, I'm not going to start with the challenges first. It's just going to be quick. So firstly, I would like to thank Mr. Moa for this opportunity he has given all of us, and also for officially opening Calcare Shop 2 and Shop 3. Would like to also thank the Mweckan staff members as well as the Calcare staff, which is my team, for the love and cooperation they have all showed me. I want you to know that I value the amount of effort you have to put into your work. And then I've got my challenges. My first challenge, online challenge, which is Mr. Chati with the uniforms. He has really delayed. He really takes his precious time in Mr. Solomon's voice to make the uniforms ready. And another challenge that I'm also facing is that there is not too much space there in the waiting line for the customers to wait from in the corridors. Usually we have customers that come from very far, that usually come to flash their phones, and coupes kat mobile that in 3 hours. Then he won't be able to go back home kwa mkwa chokera kani kumulala na transport balibe. Bamba funda balimpikira paka baembekeza nen konkala ise na bajabo embekezela kulibe. So we're hoping that the Calcare Shop 4, as said, will open anytime soon in 2025, that we all can have enough space for all of us, for our clients and receptionists. Thank you.
En fait,
Let's be fast.
Okay, let me do this. So this one. We should continue with the spirit of working together as Calcare and Mweckan, because both sales and repairs are interdependent. The reason why I'm saying so is that we've had a quite number of customers who've come to the shop specifically just to get a charger, and then you find that maybe they'll be advised by a Mweckan member of staff that it's not the charger that they need, but rather the charging system. Hence, that has increased sales on our part. So let us continue working together like that, pushing sales for one another. And then another thing is that we should also learn to take customers' complaints very seriously, because let's not consider customers who complain as to be stubborn. Maybe they just want to vote, but we should put in consideration like the complaints that they're having, so that we can also try to improve on our part. Because there's no one who can like just start off from their workplace that I'm going to kuvuta shop like that, but it's because I've noticed like there's something that is wrong. So if you notice that there are products that are like giving customers complaints, like common products such as chargers, screens, so let us try by all means to like look into the matter. If it's chargers, if it means stopping ordering those chargers, we need to stop, because we're losing customers on our part. They'll be thinking as if all the products that we're selling are fake. Meanwhile, it's just maybe that particular product that has like a fault. So let us try, let's not get upset when someone complains, but rather let us try by all means to learn from the complaints. We learn from that. That's all.
Okay, so to start with, I would like to appreciate the director. To start with, I would like to appreciate the director of Mweckan Mobile, Mr. Mwewa, for officially welcoming us to Mweckan Mobile. And I would also want to appreciate my workmates, both Kaukea and Mweckan staffs, for being cooperative. One of the achievements as a company is that we've opened Kaukea 2 and Kaukea 3, Mweckan Kaukea. And also the recruitment of new Kaukea receptionists and technicians. And as an achievement for me is that I've learned a lot of stuff such as skills and also how to handle our customers. My major challenge is our material supplier, Mr. Sibweni. And my other challenge is Mr. Chate, our uniform tailor. It takes so much time to work on our uniforms. Otherwise, I would want to appreciate the director once more for his hard work and kind heart. And may the Lord continue blessing his hard work because he supports us. Thank you.
The past 3 years of working with Mweckan Mobile has been very beautiful for me. I would say I work in an environment where I'm able to express myself. Like the director says, we have immunity when we are at Mweckan Mobile. So it's been a peaceful working environment where you are able to work on your space. And it's a peaceful environment where you work according to the way you feel this will help you in learning a lot of things. I would recommend that it's been beautiful for me. It's been nice. Yeah, I've come to learn working with everybody. We're a lot there, so we know each other. We would know, okay, this person is not in a good mood today. We would know, okay, this person is going through something, this person and all. So I would say let's continue working like the way we've been working. And I hope 2025 will bring so much achievements for us. I would also like to say thank you to Mr. Mwewa, who has been there, very understanding boss. I think for me, if you even ask my friends around, I would boast about Mr. Mwewa to say, oh, my boss is like this. Even people in the shop, I think they don't know that. So I want to say thank you to Mr. Mwewa for the job, for the good working environment, and keep being a very good boss to us. And we hope that our incentives will keep coming so that we also push more sales for our company. Thank you so much.
The year 2024 has been a tough year, but we managed to pull through it with the guidance of Mr. Mwewa, our director, and the cooperation from my fellow staffs. The challenges I faced is the unbalancing stock, even after they are corrected after stock taking. Restocking of items that keep giving us problems. And the last one, delayment in restocking items that sell fast on the market.
Charles. Mungu akambe something.
So for me, the challenges that I've encountered from the time I started working, that's January up to now, it's people refusing to do tasks that they're delegated to. So there's still that mentality where if there's a task, people will wait for a certain person or certain individuals to do it even if they're able to do it. So I think moving forward, the coming year, I think let's all be responsible enough to do the tasks together and not just wait for certain individuals. Then the other challenge that I'm still having is with the director, the money for the smartphones we sold. Up to now, we've not been given as promoters, despite giving him the records. And then on the good things, there's teamwork, and I'm impressed with how we work to push sales, because at least this time around we're able to achieve our targets. So for next year, the year that's coming, let's work extra hard. Thank you.
For the challenges that I have from the time I started working in January, the first one is the director needs to improve on time management, especially when it comes to meetings and ordering of things that are needed in the store. The second challenge, the manager to improve on ordering stock. Most of the pouches and protectors that are ordered are already available in stock, so we don't even have space for other models. The third challenge is to all staff, we should improve on cleaning the store, because mostly, if we talk about it as a challenge on Friday, you only clean on Friday and Saturday. Come Monday and the rest of the other days, the store will be kept dirty. Then the fourth one is, before officers are brought to the company, they should first be assessed if they're actually fit to work for the store. Mainly this goes to the evening shift officers. I find it difficult to actually communicate with them, and then they act like, for lack of a better term, they're not interested in what they are doing. You have to force him when it comes to locking the door, and every day you have to remind him when it comes to doing one and the same thing. Request for a quarterly meeting to review what they... Before officers are brought to come and work, I don't know if it's possible to actually assess them if they are fit to work under the store, because mostly the officers that we've been having in the evening are not fit for work. It's like we are having, for lack of a better, mentally, their IQ is below average. It's just English. So I request for a quarterly meeting to review what has been planned and see what changes need to be made. Then in 2025, management team must put more effort when it comes to storage of reports and other documents for references purposes, because I see this time mostly when we need most of the other files, it's either the file is lost or it's nowhere to be seen when they're actually kept within the store. Then if we could have cow care in shop 4, seeing that we do have some of the customers in the evening who want to have their phones repaired and they're on transit. So if we could have some of the cow care staff during shop 4, I think it would improve much on our sales, both for the sales department and technical department.
Yes. Kwenda hapa. Sorry.
My name is Moffat. I'm a technician in the cow care department at Mweckan Mobile. Since joining the company in October, I have had the opportunity to develop my skills in phone repairs, face challenges, and to grow as a person. And I'm grateful for the opportunity provided by our director, whose support has been invaluable. So my experience working in the cow care department has been an enriching experience. I have had hands-on experience on repairing various mobile devices. Then the challenges I faced. So despite the rewarding nature of my work, I encountered several challenges. The first one was adapting to the new environment. The transition required us to adapt quickly to a different workplace culture and operational processes. So the second one was the communication barrier. So explaining technical issues to non-technical individuals can sometimes lead to misunderstandings. Then the third one was the supply chain disruptions. We had encountered delays in receiving stock from our suppliers, which affected our ability to fulfill customer orders in a timely manner. Then to address these challenges, I implemented several strategies. The first one is collaboration. I actively requested assistance from more experienced technicians when faced with complex repairs. Then the second one is we should enhance supply relationships. Should work closely with suppliers to lessen or reduce supply chain disruptions by negotiating better terms and exploring alternative sourcing options. Then, in conclusion, my time as a technician in the car care department at Mweckan Mobile has been both challenging and rewarding, and I am grateful for the support of my colleagues and management. And as I continue to grow in this role, I believe that we can further enhance our efficiency and customer satisfaction.
Afternoon once more. My name is David Livingstone. I would like to start saying thanks to my boss, what he did. I'm sure two staff from Mazabuka, they know me. I was once a malonda at Mweckan.
What?
An officer. Yes. He changed my life to sales assistant. I'll come now to my challenges. Personal. Since I started working as an officer and being an assistant sales, there have been a shortage of these products. Smart 9, 64 plus 3, and the Samsung A15, 128 plus 4, and also Samsung A04E, 64 plus 4. And also the speakers, the Bluetooth one, ITEL S31. So these are the challenges. I'll go to the most selling products. We have ITEL A50 C 32 plus 2, and ITEL A70 128 plus 3. There is also a Technopop 9. We also go to the protectors, the fog glue, and the privacy. We have Hot 8 fog glue and the Hot 8 privacy. Then you also go to the items with the challenges, but most of these have been mentioned already. I will just shed some lights on other items. We have encountered the KGTO battery for 150. Battery, when you charge it, it won't get full. Sometimes as it's too new, you find it expand inside. So the other things, the
25 BI.
Yes.
Or 5.6. 25 BI.
Yes, the 5C one. Then also ITEL A18. My customers wambira mbala madandaula tano, phone, the battery doesn't trust strong, the network, you can't even go on internet. So the other one is the chargers. We have ITEL 4.2 amps. In fact, was it yesterday? But Batonga. But the charger is not charging. Sometimes it does, then it's slow.
I think that's all.
Sapa. Yes.
Challenging kwete na kuna mashule ya smartphone smart 9 stock to live there na mabata na bola macha 2480 yazimia kwa 50%. Like my battery now damage from stock ma 2480 after 50% battery is in ma 20 shy wakasoma danda battery set.
I think in a chirabako personal challenge, I think to the director on the issue of the security guards, because we have been having like there's this one man who is mentally challenged. But it's a sign of shop. Sometimes I didn't get a shop. I let all of into bin. I didn't get a shop. I'm book shop myself ladies. As being alone there as agent. So ngai kundi kudawaranji. Leo naisa mfumia kwa tarika nako asuka kumana pants. That's sometimes na ngundi off I cannot stay at home and tonto kanya padi and I have to be there at least even until lunch time. Namona situation. So ndero mbako 2025 you should do like here I submitted some companies for security guards to file a como so that I will accompany. And the other thing I just want to still continue encouraging the cow care team. Like I used to call you some time back, you shouldn't feel discouraged, although you are starting, but you have a lot of challenges. But the best thing we have got the best technicians, you have got the crew, almost everybody. Even the receptions, they know what to do. So we shouldn't worry about the challenges. What we need to do, we just need to work as a team. Like I said, we'll come up with a group whereby a challenge, like for example, a Multipedia BG6, I even had it. So I was a little bit disturbed because I couldn't even consult from our consultant here about the challenge to work with. You need to speak up and she, so I was bothered. But I had to treat the customer that no, since you're upon mention, I can never go change. And the other thing, I just want to thank our director for everything. There are a lot of things I can mention, but I just want to wish him well every time and the Lord bless him.
So, my name is Anita Banda once more. I just want to say thank you. I congratulate the company for opening another store in Mazabuka, and I hope to see more stores next year to create more job sectors in Zambia. And also, this goes to the director. I'm sure everyone has mentioned about it. Taking time in responding. Maybe when we have got issues, when we call you, sir, we ask you to be responding on time. Then the other thing is that next year, I was asking if we can be buying materials that we are using on time, more like slow tape and other useful things that we need in the store to avoid inconvenience. And in conclusion, I'd like to say to my fellow staff, this what the director is doing. Like every time we are on books, diaries is for us in the near future, more especially for all of you who are planning to further your education. This, what he has been doing, is for all of us to open up our brains, to open up our minds to other, how can I put it? To explore more and learn more. For all of you who are planning to go to school, I'm sure this is going to help you to do more research, because we have already started from the company Mweckan Mobile. And okay, that's all. I just want to say thank you for everything once more. I thank you for the Mazabuka staff. We have met you. We just see you on social media. We never used to know you. And thank you so much, Mr. Muel, for giving us this opportunity to meet. I'm sure next year, as we end the year, we are going to represent reports that are accurate. Thank you.
How many are left to speak? Okay, just is it clear?
So all the challenges have been mentioned, but I just want to make mention of with the event that had happened, we had some hiccups in the middle of this year, but then we had very good job security from the director. He really secured our jobs, and for that, that's really good gratitude. We're rendering our thanks to you. We're grateful. I'm personally grateful that you secured our jobs, and I'm thrilled that I've learned how to attend to customers and how to treat them, in short. And I can say Miss Maggie is one of the best people that actually knows how to talk to customers, and I've been secretly learning from her. She's really good at that. So just looking forward to a successful year forward and making improvements where we feel we need some patch-ups. Thank you.
So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Agnes Tembo. Indeed, it has been a challenging year for cow care, but at least we managed to pull through, and thanks to our director. Indeed, that it has been a challenging year for cow care, but thanks to our director, he was able to come in and secure our job, and we'd like to thank you, Mr. Moore, for that. And the only challenge that I have is Mr. Sibweni. We've been receiving second grade screens, which they claim to be first grade screens, hence making us difficult to push sales, and we've had a lot of returns because of the same thing. So we'd like for 2025 to have another dealer. That one would help. And with 6511 and CG6, I would recommend even Mazabuka to be ordering those screens from Cow Care, not Mr. Sibweni. Because once you order those screens from Mr. Sibweni, they will definitely give you a problem with sound. So at least you order them from Cow Care. And Cow Care prices are a bit high. So even if you are giving the price to a customer, make sure that you push your price a bit high to avoid the inconveniences of asking a customer to top up. Otherwise, we're looking forward to 2025 with great hopes and to push more sales. We also hope for Shop 4 to open so that we could provide a good work culture. As they have said, in Shop 2, there's lack of space. So as they open Shop 4, I'm sure we'll have more space that side to be able to handle customers with complaints.
Okay. Just what should we open? Where's Mtinta? Aren't Mtinta Mazabuka take? Come here. And then also Mr. Besto. So the Mtinta you are seeing here, She's a female technician. Mazabuka. She repairs phones. She's not on the reception, no. Okay? The reason why I've got her here is that even when you are female, at Mweckan Mobile, we've got no boundaries. So for those of you, especially those the receptionists that we are working with in Livingstone, what I expect from you in 2025 is that you won't just be a receptionist, but you also be a technician. Okay? Avena Anna, mufemule sinyo kuma charging ports na. Waikara pale hotel. Are we together? Together maybe. So, you know, I think all of you are aware about issues to do with gender. So you are not supposed to look down yourself because you are a lady, or you can also be a technician. So, Aggie, your staff, your team, they should be double-edged sword. They should be receptionists as well as technicians. Kulibai trade no mrenga sana boire so that customer mkaboire mai. Mrenga nga sana boire, you go in the technical room. You start changing charging systems. You use a hot air. You use a soldering gun. Are we together? What you are doing now, especially to do with technical jobs, once you understand and know those jobs, because they will be in your mind, in your brain, nobody can take away from you such kind of a skill. And the phone, I think you understand how important the phone is to man nowadays. In one house, you can have one TV, maybe 5 people. You can't have conflicts to use it, one TV. But in one house, you cannot have one phone. You find that all the 5 have got what? So this should show you the demand of phone repairing. Like I said earlier, we are where we are because of phone repairing. So I would give you the challenge, especially the under care, even those that are under sales in Mweckan. If you have got an interest to be a technician, wow, start checking and start learning from what your friends are doing. Are we together? Yes. So Mtinta, continue working hard, continue impressing the customers. But what pocket up out?
Not yet.
Okay, then you can go and sit. Yeah, so and then Mr. Beston, before you go, sir. Mr. Beston had a very touching introduction, like he mentioned earlier, where he has been an officer or a security guard at Mweckan Mobile, I think for some time now. You know, you all know him, isn't it? Yes. And also you have seen how much dedicated he has been. So we thought of elevating him from that position to become a salesperson due to his character and also his work ethic, and also he's a very disciplined man. So once you have all those qualities, I think the sky cannot also be the limit for you. So I think Mr. Beston, you're going a long way, and I just want to urge you to continue being a dedicated staff and being a disciplined human being. Otherwise, from my end, I think for now you are still okay, and hence we have given you that opportunity. I think in history we've never given somebody who was a security guard to bring them in the office, in the shop. But for him, it was easy because he had already accustomed himself, and he blended so well with the business. We could say how active he is, searching for something, searching for a protector, getting here and there. He has been so impressive. So, Mr. Beston, I think your situation, your turnaround of your situation, is one of the activities that really also has touched my heart, especially in 2024. You can take a seat, sir. And then to the staff, I think I've always demonstrated to give an environment where people can work effectively with very minimum supervision. An environment where your opinions, your suggestions, your planning matters a lot. Okay? Also an environment where criticism is considered to be a positive aspect of a business. Okay? Not just babosi ngabaliko niko yo pabonze mfunika mwambira pansi. This culture of reminding ourselves or each other where we are lagging behind is a culture that must be embraced. It's a culture that must continue. All together. If you've seen that we were so, when you point it out to that particular individual, especially in their presence, it helps to build. I don't know how others take criticism, but for me, if it's a positive criticism, it's a welcome. I think when people are able to correct you, it means that they love you, isn't it? That is my interpretation. So, let us continue building each other in 2025, next year. Are we together? Yes. Let us not ignore an error. If there's an error, either on the director or the chief technician or anybody else, it is important that we mention to them so that they can try to improve in their sectors. Are we together? Otherwise, for me, actually, 2024 with you guys has been very, very good, I can say. Though we've had to go through certain challenges, I think it's just normal for human beings to go through challenges. It is how you come out of that challenge that matters. Are we together? Yes. Otherwise, no one could be exempted from challenges. Even babies, haven't you seen to run a kalira? The pressure is okay. So that should show you that nobody is immune to challenges. Therefore, I would like to see the same kind of dedication, even more, in the coming year 2025. We want to establish ourselves as the #1 phone shop in Livingstone, in Mazabuka, as well as grow the brand up to the national level. That being said, individually, I think you've put in your best. From Mazabuka, you guys have been very, very good, and I really appreciate your dedication. From Livingstone, at some point, let me actually, let me tell you, at some point, you guys from Mazabuka, we had the bias towards you. Livingstone, after the moment we opened Mazabuka, I've been very biased to Livingstone. Where my musicians in Mazabuka, the what in Mazabuka, the what until this year I was forced to bring Mr. Crown. just to lessen the pressure. But anyway, you guys have been very, very good. For Livingstone, in all the stores, I think, from the time we started the issue of targets, the dedication has been impressive, and there are only few occasions when the targets were not achieved. But I hope that next year we'll even do more. The other thing that I would just want to urge all of us here is that, of course, 2024, we've had, for example, theft issues. We recorded also one theft issue in Mazabuka of the gentleman who was working under care. The matter was reported, and I think it was dealt with accordingly. As well as Livingstone, recently we had that issue where that guy was getting money from mobile money. I think you saw how the matter was handled. So we might have few bad eggs in the system, but what I can urge you is that if the people that started Mweckan Mobile had the same mentality of stealing, I don't think we would have been today where we are. So we must always remember that the business, you are not just doing it for me. You are doing it for yourselves and others. Me personally, even just that one shop, shop one, with my technical skills, I can still survive, okay? But whatever we are doing now, the branches we are opening, is in order to help more and more people to have access to jobs, quality products. So for you guys, I think what you are doing is more like a service to mankind. You are helping a lot of people. Therefore, do not be a barrier of growth. You must be an asset of growth. So for those who might have negative I think when you look at the beneficiaries of the company, I think God will expose you even before you're exposed. So let us continue working in transparency. Let us continue working in an orderly manner. Let us also continue working in an environment where we regard records as something that is very, very important. I think from what you have seen, all of you have been given some books, eh? Those books that you have been given, you are entering them in 2025. So those books that are there, you have to record most of the things that, the activities you are doing at the company. If you've been given an assignment, record it in your diary so that you don't forget it. Okay? So that as we present weekly reports, we should be able to be what? To be updated and to be forgetting certain points. This is why we are using books. Okay? We don't really rely on our memory. We rely on records. So those books are not decorations. They are there to help you work effectively. Are we together? So this union that we've had today, I think for me it has been nice, and I hope that we should have something even more exciting next year. Otherwise, this occasion that we've come here for is also a symbol of my appreciation towards your dedication to duty. If you look at Kabiu Kachokapa, okay? Kabiu Kachoka almost 10,000. Where is it? I want a bill. That's a bill, isn't it? Huh? So that such kind of gestures are a way of appreciating you for the dedication that you have been putting in the company. I cannot always be saying thank you, thank you. Better you. This is also one way of saying that thank you for your dedication, and I wouldn't want to take you for granted for the dedication that you are putting in. It is all coming from your hearts, and from the bottom of my heart as well. I appreciate the gesture, your time, and just the moment that we've been sharing at Mweckan Mobile. I hope that next year we even do greater things together. Amen. Amen. Can I prophesy? Okay, thank you so much. I think the cars come. For the guys from Mazabuka, I think like I told you yesterday, rats on brew, and maybe 1 or 2 areas, and then. But you are going to give me. You're going to give. Just try to be in a hurry, right? Yeah. That's the question.